Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace.
Hey, good evening. That victim's name is Jamil Spillman Ingram, and tonight her family is absolutely devastated about her murder. Late last night off Tangerine Place in East Tampa, bullets rang out.
I heard the shots go off, but I had my baby in the car, so I was just trying to get home.
Two people gunned down inside a car, which ended up crashing into a home. At least one bullet pierced the house across the street, and in the end, two people died, a man and a woman. Family tells me that woman is 31-year-old Jamil Spillman Ingram.
It's just so happened that, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Jamil's mother-in-law, Yolanda Baker, tells me Jamil is a mother of 6, the oldest being 11, the youngest just 2 months.
It's been so rough for me and my grandchildren. My heart is so torn because of the tragedy my grandchildren have to go through now of losing their mother.
These dumb don't talk.
Jamil is known in Tampa rap circles by the name Nina Ross the Boss, opening for...
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So a mother of 6 children and rapper from Tampa, Nina Ross the Boss, is shot dead, along with one other person after a gunman opened fire on the vehicle they were inside. To make matters worse, the vehicle crashed into a home after the bullets rang out. She was a mother of children ranging in age from 11 years old to 2 months old. Police are still investigating the murder and will provide more information as it becomes available. So, we do not know who was the murderer, who committed these actions. But I have to be honest, brothers and sisters, my channel, see, I'm not just going to disclose when white people do evil to us, but hell, we got to get just upset, even though we don't know if it was one of our people. The statistics show, as Brother Nuri said, for every 3 years, white people kill, or police kill 3,000 or 4,000 of us. We kill 25,000. Hearing those statistics, how does that make us feel? I don't know about you. It makes me feel some kind of way. Even though we know the condition of our people that's committing these acts, we know that we're functioning on the level of beast, preying on one another. We're living a savage beast life. We're taught that a savage is a person who has lost the knowledge of himself or herself. And it's not necessarily our people's fault that we have been put in this condition with our communities deprived of resources, deprived of the requisite knowledge of self. So that puts a duty on those of us who are so-called civilized, that are so-called learned, that have a certain degree of understanding, knowledge, and wisdom that somebody blessed us to come into. Right? We didn't come into this great knowledge of life, in the richness, in all of the goodness that our Creator has endowed us with by ourselves. So all of us, when we hear these reports, it should hurt us, it should touch us to the core. This sister's family now does not have a mother of 6, and this is going on in our communities, in the inner cities of America, all across the country. I would be hypocritical to only come on my channel and put cases where it's blatant. White people doing evil to us, even though they wicked backsides don't go to jail in the process 90-something% of the time. And we go to jail most of the time, once nearly almost 100% of the time, once the murderer is caught or found or disclosed or revealed. Hell, in fact, with the RICO law, hell, they throw those of us in jail that's associated with the crime, right? Didn't even do the crime. They just know the person or affiliated with the person. But brothers and sisters, it's been game time. But the question we gotta ask ourselves is, are we in the game? Huh? How dirty are we? Or our equipment, or our pads, or our knee pads? Or do we just want to be like those on the sideline? I heard my brother Derek, who's a Houston, activist out of Houston, and man, what a wonderful brother he is in his service to the community out there. And he made a beautiful statement. He said nobody can do everything, but everybody can help somebody. In such powerful words, simple but yet profound. Meaning that if we all carry a little bit of weight, because it's a heavy load, the condition of our people is a heavy load. But a lot of times we get knowledge and we think we're greater than the people we're supposed to be saving. And we get to plexing with each other online, thinking my knowledge or your knowledge is greater, and the real work is in the street. That shows that we have the proper understanding about the knowledge we have been gifted with. If knowledge doesn't lead to service, then that knowledge can lead you to a ditch where you're full of yourself. We're full of ourselves. We're vain. And our people are dying, man. So we should all carry the death of this sister, even though I don't know what type of lifestyle. Obviously, she was an entertainer, right? But I'm just saying, brothers and sisters, we got work to do, man. All of us. I tell you, man, when I hear about these reports, I say, wow. You know, another life lost. You know, amongst our people. And each one of our lives is so valuable that no amount of money, we should never put a hit on one another. Right? Because when you put a hit on your brother or sister, you're saying that their life is worth this amount of money. When in reality, there is no amount of money that can be put on any of us. There is not enough tangible items in this world worth one of you. The biggest mansion in the world is not greater than you. And we have to come into a greater love for one another. How will we do that? The scripture says, how will they know? Unless they have a teacher. And how would they have a teacher unless he be sent? God will send saviors after us, brothers and sisters, but we have to be wise enough to listen to people. We have to be wise enough to learn or see the hand of God in the hint and the sign. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is at hand. What do you mean, Jesus? He said it's in you. We're not looking for no heaven in the sky when we can bring it into reality in our communities. Our people need unconditional love right now. They need super natural love right now. Meaning that if they cuss you out, if they speak a unkind word to you or me or us, that we have to be able to forgive and love deeper. That's the type of love that's needed in our communities, because we have been a people who have been unloved during our sojourn in the hills of North America. Nobody truly just loved us, despite whatever we were going through. Nobody really just understood our plight but the God. And he came and he raised up one from among us. Master Father Muhammad came and he taught Elijah Muhammad. And you can tell a tree by the fruit it produces. Elijah Muhammad produced Farrakhan. Elijah Muhammad produced Malcolm X. Elijah Muhammad produced Muhammad Ali, Ward Dean, and many other thousands of scholars. And I come from that tree as well. Brother Ben X, so many, Brother Rizza Islam, Brother 19 Keys, so many of us young brothers out here trying to enlighten all the FOI and MGT that's in the communities in the inner cities of America. Whoo, we got work to do. It's our time, brothers and sisters. It's not time for us to flex money amongst each other. To hell with this man's money. America's over $20 trillion in debt. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said one day we'll wake up and this money will be worth nothing. So the enemy played us. He gave us a dollar bill thinking that's real money. No, that's fiat currency. They can print it out of thin air. It's not real money. Do you know that every other currency, over 600 of them have failed? Every single one of them in history have failed. America used to be backed by gold. Meaning that for every so many dollars that they printed, they had to have a amount of gold in reserves to back that money. So they couldn't just print money into infinity if they didn't have the gold in the vault to support their printing press. But once Nixon took us off the gold standard, that put a death cycle, a downward spiral, a hurling down of the power of the dollar. So America has duped the world. We've been blessed to have the world reserve currency, meaning that you could go anywhere in the world and exchange their currencies for our currency and they would accept it. That's been the only thing that has been America's saving grace. But as the other countries begin to realize that, hey, these people just keep printing their money, and all of those dollars that are in all these other countries around the world, when they start to come back, flowing back in, because the people no longer see the value of those dollars, then we will see hyperinflation. Prices at the gas station, prices in the grocery store that we have never seen before. So why kill and murder each other over a piece of paper that in a few days won't be able to buy you a loaf of bread? You can have hundreds, tens of thousands of them, and it won't equate to a loaf of bread, brothers and sisters. Your life is not to be played with. We have to develop the type of love where we will kill for each other. We will give our life for each other in righteousness. The scriptures say no greater love than a man, a brother, or a sister that'll lay down his life or her life for her brother or sisters. That's the greatest love. When we go into the hood and we talk to our people, no matter their condition, and we hug on them and we show them that type of love that they have never been shown before. And we teach them that they're gods and female gods, creations of the Creator, that they have divinity, they have divine purpose, that we are children of the Most High God, born to master everything in creation, born to be our Creator's Khalifa, meaning his successor, meaning he's already paved the way for us. Everything we needed in this life is here. The resources are here. But we have to seek knowledge. And when we seek knowledge and we apply that knowledge, because this universe is like it's the greatest university that we could ever attend. Once we seek that knowledge and we activate and apply that knowledge, then we gain substance. We gain access to some of the richness that our Creator has put in his universe. So, and I'm speaking, from the heart right now, because it pains me to hear what's going on with our people. So we all have to make a greater push to just do more. And if we all can strive to do more, strive to inspire, as I also heard Brother Derek say, one person a day. Let's all strive to at least inspire one person a day. If you can do more, do more. There is no limit to the amount of love that is needed in our communities, right? A revolution of kindness, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. Our Creator was kind to us because he gave us back our soul this morning. I think it's an ayat in the Quran that talks about how when we're asleep, that our souls go to the same place that the souls of those whom are no longer breathing go to. But he returns our souls back to us so that we may have life and be able to inhale his air, brothers and sisters, by his permission. And that's why we should all walk this earth so humbly, because we don't know when our time is coming. We don't know when our calling card will be ringed. But yet, we know that we serve a mighty God, and we know that we are mighty ourselves. When we put our faith in him and in ourselves and in each other, then we can create change in our communities, brothers and sisters. We can experience heaven on earth. What does the Lord's Prayer say? Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. His will be done, because we gonna work until it's done on earth. And all adversaries of our communities will be crushed out by the power of our God. Keep watching the weather, brothers and sisters. Our enemies are not getting away with anything, but I tell you what, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, God is getting angry with us. And he said that, the murdering that we're doing to one another, we think we're getting away with it. No, it's a great chastisement coming to us. And as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said, that the military is now preparing for door-to-door combat in the inner cities of America. And as the scripture says, because we wouldn't listen to Moses and Aaron, modern interpretation, Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan, because we wouldn't listen to these two great men that God sent to tell Pharaoh to let us go, but also to give a word to us to love each other, because we wouldn't listen to those great men, that he sent fiery serpents, meaning angry white people who are tired of us. Right? And they use the murder rate of us toward each other to justify the wholesale slaughter of us in the community. Can't you see how they are gentrifying our communities? Where will we go? Where will a lot of our people go? I'm looking at downtown, near the inner cities, how they are buying, they allow it to go all the way down, the property value, so they buy it up cheaply, right? To displace us. Where will we go when that $800,000, $900,000 rent that we used to pay is now raised up and the property taxes are raised up? You're looking at the extermination of the underclass. We're seeing more and more of our people homeless in the inner cities of America. It's go time, brothers and sisters. It's time to work, man. Our people, life is depending on us loving each other, on us serving each other. That's the only thing that's going to enable us to make it through this dark hour, is our love for one another. You know, we need mentors. We need people that's willing to sacrifice. We don't need superstars right now. We need super servants. That's what we need. It's not about it's all about we right now. Right? We need each other. We can't do it without each other. I don't care if you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, a Hebrew Israelite, a Moor. To hell with the titles. Let's put the titles to the side and let's serve. Let's help each other. Because we can't get our people if they see us fighting with one another over our little knowledge, over our little understanding. But we're not producing any work, which shows that we don't have faith in what we say we believe. Because if we had faith in what we said we believe, then it would be manifest in our service to the people, right? So may our Creator be with the family of these babies. 6 babies lost their mother to senseless violence. We have to stop the violence. We have to stop putting a price tag on one another. We have to stop putting hits on one another. We have to stop envying and being jealous of one another because this person is blessed at the moment. They're getting publicity. We should applaud and commend our brothers because the same greatness that's in them is in us. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, when we envy or we jealous, or we're jealous of one of our brothers who are being blessed at the moment, then that blocks off or it stunts our own greatness in ourselves because we're so focused on that greatness that we're depriving or we're not helping to enhance the greatness that's in every one of us. Each one of us are great. You are great. I don't care if nobody ever told you that. You're powerful, you're wonderful, you're awesome. And we have to begin to see each other as that. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said he's never been in the presence of somebody who was not his superior in some form, fashion, or way. Meaning that it's something you do that's greater in a way that I do. That's just the way the Creator made us. We can't help it, right? Some of us reflect or manifest greater attributes of God. Meaning that some of us might manifest more courage. Some of us might manifest more mercy. Some of us might manifest more patience, right? We all have different attributes about us that are just awesome, right? And those are study lessons for us to be able to observe our brother or sister and see that unique divine attribute about them, and we should want to learn from them and study them, right? We're all books, brothers and sisters. We're the greatest books that exist in the universe. This your brother Monroe Jr. As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, let us all strive to do acts of kindness to one another and love one another, brothers and sisters. I'm signing off. Peace.